everyone, welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to look at types of economies. So let's get started. So first of all, there is the market economy, and then the market economy is the economy that has no government intervention. So everything will be decided by the demand and supply forces, which we can talk about it soon, which is about the price mechanism. Okay, so this is like decisions are made by all the individuals and firms, and there's no government. So they have to answer the three basic economic questions like what to produce, how to produce, and for whom. Every market has to answer, but every market has to answer the question, but different market has different answers. So for the market, we have what to produce is definitely what is preferred by consumers. For example, the most demanded goods, right? Demand high goods. Why is this? Because they are profit motive. Okay, the second question is how to produce. Because the producer seeks profits, they have to use a efficient way to maximize their output but to minimize their cost. And to minimize cost. So this depends, okay? Okay, the final one is for whom. Well, this is like a bit inequality inside there because it says the greatest purchasing power in the economy. So who is able to buy the good will be able to buy the good. But for example, if it's a house, right? Demand for houses are high, so then the market provides the house, but then the house is like, for example, $2,000. Well, the rich people might be able to buy it, so they are the target market. However, the poor people are not able to buy it. Then this good will not be able to be supplied for them. So this will be a disadvantage. So it's the disadvantage will be that the market might have a lot of inequality. So the advantages of the market economy is that the firms are more efficient because why they have a lot of competition. Sorry, they have a lot of competition inside. Many people are producing the same goods, maybe, so then they will reduce the cost. Therefore, only in some circumstances, right? Therefore, the consumers will benefit by having lower costs, but this is just in some circumstances. So the GDP might rise, okay? So disadvantages will be there is inequality. For example, the person who is more rich will get more wealthy and more richer, and then the poor one will be more, yeah, poor. Okay. So there might be monopolies, okay, because there's no regulations or anything. There might be inflation. Okay. Sometimes the demerit good will be in a high demand, okay, because they are addictive, right? So this will have a lot of negative externalities such as tobacco. What is negative externalities? We will talk about this in more detail in the A2 lectures, but now it's just the externality that is on the third parties, okay? So yeah. Oh, there's another thing about the market economy is that there is no public good. Because of the free rider problem, the market economy will not produce it. So it will be underprovided, which will mean that there will be market failures and stuff like that. Second one is the planned economy. This is where the government allocates all the scarce resources, okay? So there's no market demand, supply, forces, something like that. There's nothing like that. Everything is central planning. What to produce is definitely determined by the government. How to produce is by the government as well, for whom is also by the government. Okay, so here to be like in a more exploring the concept in depth. So what to produce is definitely to produce public goods, right? Something that the society. Oh God, I can't spell. The economy. Let's say about that. The economy, the society benefits. Okay, so how to produce is definitely using a method. It can be inefficient, right? It can be, but what is crucial is they have to reduce the negative externalities, okay, and to reduce the pollution. For example, they reduce the carbon emissions, something like that, which is might be costly, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so for whom is definitely going to be more um how do I put this? It's going to be more fair. Maybe it's going to be more on the poor people. Okay, so reducing the inequalities. Advantages will be that it is easier to coordinate resources, reallocating resources, dealing with market failure, making everyone having the basic necessities, right? Inequality will be reduced and welfare will be maximized. Abusing the uh, monopoly power will be prevented only if there is natural monopoly. And there will also be reduced in waste. This is because that in a planned economy, for example, only one company is producing oil or supplying the electricity or water pipes and stuff like that, right? There's no competition, so there's no waste because there's no duplication of resources. Okay, now disadvantages will be that markets can fail because the government does not know who wants what. Okay, so they might be, for example, overproduction or underproduction of anything, and then the government might, um, so the government might also have some issues producing more capital goods than consumer goods. Okay, so this is something that to remember. Finally, the mixed. So I didn't put any advantages or disadvantages there. You can use the advantages and disadvantages from the planned and market, which is the two extremes. So the mix is definitely have a government and also the market supply forces, the price mechanism. So the government might provide public goods and the merit goods have some regulation, some intervention, and the market will produce the highly demanded goods. What to produce is definitely determined by both. How to produce is, there you go, determined by the government using the laws and rules and regulations, stuff like that. For whom is definitely going to benefit both the poor consumers and the rich or wealthy consumers. Finally, transition. So here I just wrote about the plan to mixed, but if you want the mixed to plan, just switch them around. So the features will be that there will be no more government intervention, freedom of prices, so there's no price controls such as maximum or minimum pricing, no more regulation on production, something like that. The consequences will be high unemployment. Why is this? Because the market economy will only allow the efficient workers or the skillful workers. So there will be unemployment. As there will be inefficient workers, there will be, unemployed. Demerit goods will be increased as there are no more regulations or no more maximum output or minimum output of demerit goods. Health will decrease as the American consumption might increase. Public goods will decrease as the government is not producing it anymore, and the market is not willing to produce as there is like no profit motivation there. There will be market failure due to merit and demerit goods, like the over and the underproduction or consumption, high pollution and high inflation rates because of deregulation and freedom of prices, like legalization of these. So yeah, it was. So that is all. This will probably come in the it will both come in the paper one and paper two, guys. So this is definitely going to be a topic that is very crucial. So yeah, next time we're going to look through the money classification of goods, like the demerit goods and market failure. So make sure to check those videos out, and thank you for the timing, and hope you enjoyed this video. Please share it with your friends. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel to get more videos. And thank you. So, bye.